got a good morning from Stuttgart, Arkansas. We're missing you this morning. Yeah, I'm missing you too. The Bayou Wild team is up there without me, and they're hunting on opening day, a special early season for those Specklebelly geese.
It's easy to see why it's worth a trip to Central Arkansas for the opening of early season Specklebelly goose in Stuttgart. Closed captioning is brought to you by Global Outdoors. Find your next adventure and share your experiences with others by downloading the Global Outdoors mobile app or visiting globaloutdoors.com. Every day, we strive to preserve traditions that have spanned generations.
Around every turn of the bayou, Mother Nature reveals unique people, places, and experiences.
And the bounty of animals and fish. Well, in Louisiana, we just call that lagniappe. I'm Don Dubuque.
I'm Chris LeCoq.
I'm Captain Martha Spencer. Join us as we document the adventure,
Sportsmanship,
and heritage that make us Bayou Wild.
We're here in Stuttgart, Arkansas. It's Halloween weekend, early season specklebelly hunting. I can actually hear the geese flying around. You know, we got perfect weather for this. The birds are just absolutely thick, and what a great experience to come check them out. Arkansas is known nationwide for its abundance of waterfowl. From greenheads to specklebellies, the food-rich topography draws migratory wing flappers and shotgun blasters alike to its fields.
The amount of rice grown here and just the agricultural and the amount of land up here is just much more appealing, you know, for specklebellies here. I mean, they don't have to migrate all the way to Louisiana anymore. There's way more acres of rice up here, and that's why the specks stay up here. I mean, a lot of them don't even make it into Louisiana.
An obligatory photo in front of the Mack Prairie Wings duck is as common as the constant shooting of limmets. But we, along with 27 other waterfowlers from 9 states, are here for one thing.
It made sense to me, you know, to do the Cajun Invasion, to introduce everybody to the, you know, the specklebelly hunting that's up here.
The opportunity to come up with a bunch of people from Louisiana and elsewhere to come hunting early, I'm not going to miss that if I can help it.
Been wanting to go on the trip, Cajun Invasion. When I saw this one, I said, well, we got to go to this one.
I happened to catch social media. I definitely ought to check it out, as it was only 2 birds left on my list for the Grand Slam.
Coming up, opening day of Specklebelly geese in Stuttgart, Arkansas. Woo!
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
At Parish Coffee, we wanted to create a coffee brand that people would love to drink every day. A medium roast are nice, bright, nutty coffees. Our dark roast coffees are smooth and rich. I think it's important for consumers to recognize that sometimes it's your neighbor that you're supporting. People can go to parishcoffee.com to find the entire selection of coffees.
Sign your team up now for Gunning for a Cure sporting clays competition and great food to raise funds for prostate cancer research. Saturday, March 12th at Scenic Stella Adventures in Plaquemines Parish, where even a bad shot is a good shot for a cure. Sign up now at gunningforacure.com.
In 1967, Dutch Stogner realized his dream to run his own meat market. 50 years and 3 generations later, Double D and the Stogner family still operate with Dutch's original commitment to quality. Pick up some Double D sausage today and share your good times with us on Facebook.
It's opening weekend of the early season Specklebelly goose season here in Stuttgart, Arkansas. We've invited hunters from near and far to join us today on a special Bayou Wild TV adventure.
And we got a good morning from Stuttgart, Arkansas. We're missing you this morning. Yeah, I'm missing you too. The Bayou Wild team is up there without me. They're headed out for some giggle chicken shooting in Stuttgart. Yeah, we know what giggle chickens are. If you ever listen to a Specklebelly goose, that's a good nickname for them.
The guides at Duck Down Guide Service placed dozens of decoys in front of a large A-frame blind that accommodated a much larger than normal group of hunters. And it didn't take long for the sky to fill with some incredible sights and sounds.
No, I mean, we got into the blind, there were Specklebelly from the get-go working the decoys since before shooting light. And as soon as we got set up, I mean, that first violet come in, and I knew right away that it was going to be one of them world-class hunts.
When the first flock came through, I was honestly shocked. My jaw hit the floor and I was sitting there like a kid on Christmas looking at a pile of presents, because even though you've done it before or maybe you haven't, just to see that and just see the numbers and see them so well is breathtaking.
And after y'all shot into that first volley and they kept coming, yeah, it was setting up to be one of them hunts to remember.
Come up!
I like to try to get the biggest group I can in, centered up with the A-frame. Like today we had, 26 shooters, so we had to make a big hole, and I usually won't call the shot unless it's, a good amount of birds where everybody gets shooting.
It's a lot of fun. At first it was a little overwhelming, but once you realize, get up and shoot and just keep shooting until you shot your 2 birds. The guides will do a good job to make sure nobody overshoots their limit, and just shoot and have fun.
He's like, what's going on? Shoot them! Shoot them first!
Guides have been, scouting all week long. That there was a, 20,000 to 30,000 specks on this roost. Typically, we don't hunt in this big of a group, but it was just with that many specks, and it just made, good sense to hunt that many people in that group.
I just killed a Specklebelly! Yeah, that was so cool. You gotta wait, and then you gotta watch them, and you gotta wait some more. We've hunted Specklebellies before, but to say that this was a banner hunt is definitely accurate. I mean, the amount of birds we've seen just flying around, coming into the decoys, and just completely unaware that they were about to get blasted was epic. What was also great, I think a lot of people realize this too, is that we got to watch the bird. There's a lot of geese here, and it's like, if you've ever seen Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, you'd probably be terrified right now, because that's what it looks like, except they're not chasing us, we're just slaughtering them. I've probably seen, 10,000 birds. To see the birds fly, to watch them decoy, to hear them, and then to see the dogs retrieve is honestly some of the most fun part about it. Well, we're out here on opening day. There's still birds flying around everywhere. What makes Specklebelly geese to you so different and so special?
Well, to me, the hide is what makes it the hunt. Specks to me can see as well as a turkey, and if you don't have a good hide, I don't care if you're on the X, you won't kill them, even when they're tough. And just to see them come, right in within 20 yards is phenomenal. Hello!
This is my 3rd Specklebelly hunt. I did one in Louisiana and one in Arkansas last year, and this one by far the most birds. Obviously, opening day gives you a slight advantage because the birds are they don't really know what's going on. But how much harder does it get from opening day to mid-season or late season?
Typically, later in the season, it gets harder to kill them. We usually kill them day in and day out. We follow them. We try to stay under them. I mean, they hang this farm pretty much the entire season. So, I mean, we struggle a little bit as far as getting the birds to commit later in the season, but as far as shooting out, we don't have no trouble with that.
On a culinary scale, where does the specklebelly rank in the waterfowl world to you?
It is the best piece of meat you will eat. I think it's better than beef to me, and cook it medium rare, you can't beat it. The coolest part is meeting new people, and I really like when, you know, guys bring their kids and like to see their first birds and their first hunt, and it really means a lot to me when they can actually achieve that when they do come.
Delta Marina is Plaquemines Parish fishing one-stop. Get live bait, fuel, ice, tackle, and marine supplies. Then launch into the world's most productive saltwater fishing. Return to the fishing cleaning station, relax in first-class cabins overlooking the bayou, all in Delta Marina's safety video-monitored parking lot. Need a fishing charter guide? Delta Marina can hook you up. Cook your catch in your kitchenette or dine in the upstairs restaurant. Visit Delta Marina for a day or a week. Stop in just off Highway 11 down Rosemarie Drive in Empire. Visit thedeltamarina.com.
Discover the taste of Louisiana that's seasoned just right. Boiled to perfection. Enriched with tradition. A taste that's savory, crispy, and a little sweet. Discover the taste of Louisiana fish fry products.
Hi, I'm Miss Louisiana Julia Claire Williams on behalf of the Louisiana Propane Dealers. I'm sure you know that clean, affordable propane gas is used in houses across our state. It's used in cooking, water heaters, drying clothes, and heating homes. But did you know that if you ever run out of propane, you need a certified dealer to inspect your system for leaks before it's refilled? That's the law. Propane is safe energy for everyone, and we want to keep it that way.
Continuing this week's episode,
Barred up.
we've dubbed this hunt our Arkansas Cajun Invasion. It's when we invite friends and fans of Bayou Wild TV to join in on the adventure, sportsmanship, and heritage. And this trip was nothing short of incredible.
You know, we had so many singles and doubles just fluttering over the deep gullies, and we didn't even take a shot at it. And it was just fun to watch.
I hadn't seen as many specks in big bunches ever. This field's been holding 20,000 geese every day in it, so it was pretty exciting to get in here.
Get up!
Even though we got our limit at an hour, there was still time to enjoy the birds flying over and decoying and the dogs working. And to me, that's half the fun. Back at Crosshair's retreat, we reflected on the morning's hunt and chat with other hunters about their experience.
Being a New Orleans native, it's nice to see, people in the outdoors in Louisiana, which I miss a lot. And then I had the opportunity to come up with a bunch of people from Louisiana and elsewhere to come hunting early. I'm not going to miss that if I can help it.
Been wanting to go on the trip, Cajun Invasion. Missed a lot of them. And when I saw this one, I said, well, we got to go to this one. So this is really fantastic. Accommodation's fantastic. Great hunt. Never seen so many geese in my life. It was wonderful.
Over here is very nice. The experience. Make a lot of great memories, camaraderie with everybody and all the guys. Take a chance to get out of the real world and experience life.
I've heard about Stuttgart. It's the Mecca for duck hunting, and I always wanted, it's a bucket list. It's a bucket list thing. And so I got the opportunity to mark that off my list.
So tell me what made you come to Stuttgart and kind of the evolution of your hunting.
We heard about the North American 32. It's like, maybe we ought to try that. It'd be really cool to get each species, and that's taken me from Island X and St. Paul and the Bering Sea to clear to Florida, up and down the East Coast. It's been an amazing journey.
From laughs shared around the campfire or playing horseshoes to high fives in the blinds, strangers became friends. As the afternoon turned into night, stories grew, and the admiration for this unique experience was evident with everyone present.
The camaraderie sitting at the table, everybody has the same ideas, the same want-to-knows, the same everything. They all want to talk about ducks.
To cap off an incredible day, the lodge chef treated us to a meal fit for a 5-star restaurant.
Sriracha, then our Tex-Mex world, drizzle, live up a little bit, especially for those that like a little spice in their life. Okay, so we've got goose a la verde, is what we'll call this dish.
It's a great kickoff to hunting season for a lot of folks because it's still early season. Duck season hasn't started yet. It's not too crazy up here, but everyone's got that anticipation for that specklebelly season and heading into full duck season soon.
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today. We're in St. James Parish today at Uncle Larry's. Come on in, show you what's going on here.
All right, ready, set, gumbo, Don.
We love our children. We protect them. We guide them. We prepare them for life in the world. With all that we do, from deep in our hearts, we cannot control all things. Life-threatening illnesses and disabilities affect far too many of our children each year. While we cannot change the circumstance, we can make dreams come true. Dreams to provide hope, to provide spiritual healing and strength, to provide moments of happiness and relief in the hardest of times. We can give a glimmer of light and hope in a time of darkness and despair. Join huntofalifetime.org to help make dreams come true, to provide hope for children with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Hunt of a Lifetime is a non-profit organization fulfilling dreams for hunting and fishing trips to youth 21 and under with life-threatening illnesses and disabilities. Visit huntofalifetime.org to learn how you can make a difference.
As our inaugural hunt kicked off, we didn't quite know what to expect. We knew that we had filled all the slots, but we didn't know how enthusiastic people were going to be or from how many places they came. We use the term Cajun Invasion loosely. You don't have to be from Louisiana or even live in Louisiana to come on these hunts. We just encourage people from different places to come check out the things that we like to do.
Me being a guide for 20 plus years, I just love meeting, people. I mean, I enjoy meeting people from all over the world, and I've made a lot of great friends. I made a lot of connections in the hunting world by doing this.
The fellowship in hunting does not discriminate. 3 generations of hunters, Yankees to Southerners, men and women. It proves that outdoorsmen will travel any distance to feed their passions.
We've got them from Virginia, Kansas, Arkansas, Ohio, so we had a pretty broad base of people that never experienced specklebelly hunting in Stuttgart, Arkansas.
You got him, huh?
Got him. I've always wanted to go to Stuttgart because I've just heard so much about the history of waterfowl here.
Go online, watch the videos, and then if you have the opportunity, get involved and go on a trip.
Well, Don, we missed you this time, but I tell you, Martha and Chris really took care of us, so maybe next time.
It's done.
Took
them out.
About it.
Hey.
Everyone had their own reasons for attending this Cajun Invasion. However, aside from limits of specklebelly, every hunter left with a sense of camaraderie, like-mindedness, and a love for specklebelly goose hunting. We will 100% be back to Stuttgart, Arkansas. Perhaps we may be able to put something together with some ducks and geese, but either way, the geese alone is worth coming for. And we are always grateful to share these experiences that make us Bayou Wild.